Isn't he a clever girl, look? Freshly laid today. This is Goldie. She's a Chameau Poland. Not called because they come from Eastern Europe, but she's got a dome in her skull. Poled head. We're thinking about forgiveness, and I want to pose you the challenge of how it's a bit like the chicken and egg dilemma. Which comes first? Well, no easy answers to that question in tonight's video. Oh, hello, Barboos, you're coming out. But I do want us to think about forgiveness through the lens of the chicken and egg conundrum. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, in the Lord's Prayer, Jesus says, pray like this: forgive us our sins, or forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who sin or trespass against us. Have you ever stopped to think about that for a minute? Elsewhere in the Gospels, Jesus teaches us to forgive others because we have been forgiven. But in the Lord's Prayer, it seems to be, Lord, you forgive us because we've already forgiven others. It's a bit strange, isn't it? It almost seems the other way round. A bit like chicken and egg. Which one comes first? From about the 3rd century, people have been writing about what Jesus meant by that. What I think he's trying to say is it's not a once for all event. It's actually a continual process. Chicken lays an egg hatches, another chicken grows up, lays eggs. Chicken and egg, chicken and egg, chicken and egg. We forgive, we're forgiven, we forgive, we're forgiven. It's not a once and for all thing. It's just part of the dynamic of what it means to live life with God. We need daily to be forgiven, and we need constantly to be moving out in forgiveness of other people. Forgiveness is a challenge. It's costly. Despite what kids often say when they're making up, I'm really sorry I did such and such. It's okay. No, kids, it's not okay. It's really not okay. That's why forgiveness is so demanding. It's why the word give is there in the word forgive. We have to give something. We can only move towards forgiveness when we've counted the cost of what's been done towards us. And sometimes it's a gradual process. And sometimes in this world, it can only be provisional because of the need to keep appropriate safeguards and boundaries in place. And forgiveness is a gift that we can offer, but after we've offered it, we can't control what the other person does with it. It's a bit like if I was to bring these eggs and leave them on your doorstep. I'm giving them to you as a gift, but I can't control whether you make something delicious or have a culinary disaster with it, or whether you just leave them on the side and they go bad. What a waste that would be. Don't waste these eggs. But forgiveness is a gift we offer. We can't control how it's received. And it's part of our life with God, receiving his forgiveness and moving towards forgiving others, knowing our own need of forgiveness and being willing to share the same with other people. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Takes us to the heart of what it means to be in relationship with other people, to be in relationship with God, knowing that there'll be times when we get things wrong, when others get things wrong, and that life with God, life with others, can only work in the long term with that dynamic of forgiveness. Received and given. Received and given. So chicken and egg? I have absolutely no idea. But I do know receiving and giving forgiveness is at the heart of what it means to be a Christian. Well, Goldie, that's enough for one day. Why don't you go back inside and I'll have another of these tomorrow, please? There we go.